And now we're getting in some breaking news that the BCCI president Anurag Thakur has said that he's not sure whether India-New Zealand series will actually go ahead. Anurag Thakur says it's up to the state association to decide whether they can actually host matches without money given by the BCCI. He further added that it is unfortunate that the board's accounts have been frozen at a time when the team has clinched the #1 spot in Test cricket. So that is the kind of response coming in from Anurag Thakur.
देखिए, सीरीज के बारे में मैं कुछ नहीं कह सकता, लेकिन इतना जरूर है कि खिलाड़ियों को अगर पैसे नहीं मिलेंगे, स्टेट एसोसिएशंस को पैसे मैच के आयोजन के लिए नहीं मिलेंगे, होटल्स और खिलाड़ियों की और बाकी सारी पेमेंट्स आप नहीं कर पाएंगे, तो एक बहुत बड़ा प्रश्न चिन्ह भारत की क्रिकेट पर उस समय खड़ा होता है जब भारत की टीम टेस्ट मैचेस में दुनिया की #1 टीम, T20 में दुनिया की #2 टीम और वनडे में दुनिया की #3 की टीम बनी है। दुनिया का सबसे शक्तिशाली बोर्ड जब IPL जैसा सफल टूर्नामेंट करवाता है और दूसरी ओर आपके खिलाफ कार्रवाई होती है, तो उससे बहुत बड़े प्रश्न चिन्ह खड़े होते हैं कि क्या BCCI ने इतने वर्षों में कुछ नहीं किया जो भारतीय टीम #1 बनी। तो मुझे लगता है सारे प्रश्न जो बार बार उठते हैं, तो इनका कभी ना कभी जवाब मिलना चाहिए।
कमेटी की रिकमेंडेशंस को
देखिए, बगैर पैसे के क्रिकेट नहीं चल सकती और भारतीय क्रिकेट कंट्रोल बोर्ड कोई पैसा देश की सरकार से या प्रदेश की सरकार से नहीं लेता है। ये दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है जिस तरह से BCCI के बैंक खाते बंद किए गए, बैंकों को पेमेंट करने के लिए मना किया गया, मैच फीस 7 लाख से बढ़ाकर 15 लाख रुपए करते हैं तो उस पर प्रश्न चिन्ह लगा दिया जाता है। स्टेट यूनिट्स को मैचेस कराने के लिए पैसा देने की बात की जाती है तो उस पर प्रतिबंध लगा दिया जाता है। तो ये बड़ा दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण सी परिस्थिति BCCI के लिए खड़ी हुई है, जहां तक अधिकतर राज्य इस मन में है कि वो मैच करवा पाएंगे नहीं करवा पाएंगे। इन परिस्थितियों में BCCI क्या निर्णय लेगी, ये स्टेट यूनिट्स को निर्णय लेना है कि वो मैच करवाएंगे नहीं करवाएंगे, किन हालात में करवाएंगे, बगैर पैसों के करवाएंगे, पैसों के साथ करवाएंगे, क्योंकि बैंक खाते सील हैं और BCCI पैसा देने में अभी तक उनको कोई अनुमति ऐसा नहीं मिली।
Okay, so let's just understand what exactly is going on with our India Today consulting editor sports Boria Majumdar. Boria, Anurag Thakur's response to the future of the series seems to be pretty vague and ambiguous, and he also sounds extremely pained with the kind of action that has been taken by Justice Lodha. Now, Justice Lodha has already issued a clarification in this, but still we do not know what's going to happen about the series. Can you just explain things to us?
Yeah, that is very surprising to me. I mean, I don't know where Anurag Thakur is coming from. Justice Lodha has been on national television from morning and an email has been sent to the bank. A telephone call was made to the bank. That too was clarified to the media. So I don't assume that Anurag Thakur has no information on that. It is rather strange that the bank may not have communicated it to the BCCI president, or the BCCI office bearers or the staff has not communicated that to Anurag Thakur. Let's be very clear. There is absolutely no freeze. Absolutely no freeze on disbursing funds for the India-New Zealand series, and Justice Lodha was categoric on that as far as India Today is concerned in that live exclusive interview, and he has communicated that to the bank. So to rob the cricket fans and to actually say that the BCCI's accounts continue to be frozen and the state associations cannot be paid, I don't think is right, because that is not the real truth as far as I am concerned. The real truth is the disbursement to the state associations, and he was talking about disbursement where he says that, for staging matches. No, that's not correct. The BCCI in that emergent working committee has said that they will pay state associations 20 crores from the Champions League kitty, which means 20 into 30, 600 crores, and 10 crores for infrastructure subsidy, not for matches. So that's another 300 crores. The freeze is on the 1,000+ crores that the BCCI suddenly decided to spend. I can ask several questions, and important ones, that if this was decided, why was it not decided on the 21st? Why did they wait till the 30th? Is it because that the BCCI office bearers now see the writing on the wall that by not implementing the Lodha committee reforms, they are, clearly sort of seeing the wrong side of the Supreme Court? But to sacrifice Indian cricket and to say that the series may not go ahead is not the truth, because there is no freeze whatsoever on disbursing money for the India-New Zealand series.
Okay, Boria, we'll have to leave it at that for now. Thank you so much for joining us and also just, putting things in perspective for our viewers. Justice Lodha has instructed the banks, as Boria was also mentioning very clearly and unequivocally, to defreeze BCCI's accounts after the cricket board threatened to cancel the rest of the matches of New Zealand series due to the lack of funds. Earlier, Lodha committee instructed banks not to disperse money to BCCI. But this led to the BCCI threatening to cancel the rest of the series, saying that it will be difficult for the board to organize matches under the present circumstances. Therefore, the banks have now confirmed the freezing of accounts by writing to BCCI, but RM Lodha spoke exclusively to India today. He issued a clarification. None of the accounts have been frozen. He, in fact, has even outrightly dismissed BCCI's charges and has stated that the New Zealand series must go on and that banks have been clearly instructed to defreeze the accounts.
Absolutely wrong. This is not only incorrect reading of the email which we sent to BCCI and the banks, it is rather misreading. What we have asked BCCI is not to disburse the large amounts of money to the state associations, decision regarding which was taken by them on 30th or 31st September. Routine expenditure or routine expenses have not been stayed, funds are not frozen, matches, games, series, they are routine cricketing matters and they must go on, and there is no restraint by the committee with regard to that. This is absolutely not correct reading of the email.
What you say is, Justice Lodha, what you're saying right now is you have said that no further decisions were to be taken regarding the future apart from the routine matter. So you're saying the India-New Zealand series comes under the clause of routine matter.
Yes,
so BCCI
absolutely.
is just resorting to a blackmail tactic.
No, I don't know, blackmail or otherwise. It's not correct reading of the email. We haven't restrained the routine cricketing series, matches, games, etc. What has been restrained is only disbursement of large amount to the state associations, decision regarding which was taken by them on 30th September 2016. Not routine expenditure. Routine expenditure is different from large disbursement of amount.
We get you correctly at this point of time. What you're saying is that Australia-New Zealand series is a routine matter. So the
Yes,
BCCI
absolutely.
should not be taking this drastic step.
No, absolutely. You are right, absolutely right. The series must go on, matches must go on, game must go on. There is absolutely no restriction or restraint, and funds are not frozen for that.
And Justice Lodha, do you believe that the BCCI is just resorting to a pressure tactic this morning?
No,
because it's about a serious step that it is mulling if the India-New Zealand series is called off.
I won't go to that extent, but I would say that so far as our email or direction is concerned, it does not restrain BCCI from incurring routine expenditure and the expenses on games, matches, series, etc. If there is any incorrect reading, I am clarifying that. So BCCI should not have any doubt that they are free to deal with their bank accounts so far as games and routine matters are concerned.
Justice Lodha, will there also be a reach out to the BCCI otherwise? Because what they have said, according to sources, is freezing a bank account is no joke.
If there is any confusion, they must contact the committee, write in writing what confusion is, will clarify. Look, this is not something adversarial litigation, something a task which has been handed over to us by the Supreme Court. We are simply discharging that. There is absolutely, nothing that it can't be talked or whatever. We actually called them on our own on 9th August. The President could not make it, Secretary did come. So, as and when they have any issue, they can always seek clarification from us.